Okay, so today I'm gonna be talking about they're not like the painful stuff, but they're the weird stuff, like the painful-ish, weirdish stuff that happened. They're mostly painful stuff that happened to me in the past. Well, that's what I'm gonna be talking about today. Number 5 is stop. So basically, this is the least painful one. So I was in school, basically chilling with my friends. Then we were just playing it, just a normal tag. I was running until I tripped. I fell on my stomach so bad that when I rolled onto my back. I got up, and then I felt like I couldn't breathe for a split second. And I tried to talk, and I couldn't talk for that split second. I was so confused, so I tried talking again, and it finally worked. It was just a weird thing. It wasn't really painful. It was I did feel pain, but it was a weirder moment. Number 4 is the corner eye. So here I was basically just playing on the floor. My table is just a rectangle, and all the 4 corners are pointing sharp. So as I was playing in my living room on the floor, I tried to stand up, and then the worst that could happen, I didn't realize that I was under the table, and of course the corner of the table smacked me in the face. Well, I smacked the corner of the table, but it was more painful than number 5, but it wasn't the worst, since I got lucky because it hit right at the corner of my eye, so it wasn't that bad. Number 3, burns. As you might not know, I love basketball, and it's one of my favorite sports. And so basically, I went to the park with a bunch of friends. We were just casually playing basketball until I had the ball, and someone tackled me. I was going for the hoop until I by accidentally tripped over from their legs, and then I fell to the floor so bad. Well, it was outside in the basketball. It was in the park, so the floor was all stone. All like little stones, the floor was. And as I fell head first, and I smacked my head and my knees to the ground. After that, I had to go home, and my knees and my head was bleeding so bad. This actually happened not like a year ago, maybe. These are still pretty recent, but it was very painful. Number 2 is basketball. This one is the more painful one. So I was on holiday, meeting family. Then I got invited to my dad's brother's restaurant. As it was part of a family member, we didn't have to pay. And my dad's brother let me cook with him. So we were making pizza, and then at the end, he told me to take out the pizza from the oven. So that's what I did. I grabbed the handle. I was opening the oven, and my hand slipped, and I touched the oven, and I got burned very bad, because then a bubble grew on my fingers, and it was pretty painful. We had to go to a private bathroom to get lots of cold water. It's just a memory you can't forget. Number 1, the final one, asthma. Well, this is the first time I got my asthma. So basically, I was just chilling with my grandma. Then my mum came home, and Then my grandma told my mum that I should go to the doctors. And my mum asked why. Then my grandma said that I was coughing weirdly. It's not a normal cough, it's a very weird cough. So my mum took me to the doctors, and they found out. They said it's fine, but my parents weren't convinced. So my mum took me to a different doctor, and then they said I should go to the hospital. My mum was curious why, but we went to the hospital. On the way there, I was still coughing pretty badly. As I reached the hospital, that's when they immediately said that I have something bad. So they took me they did everything, and then they realized I now have asthma. That's the first time I got asthma. We didn't know where it came from, but that's when I got asthma. So I was in the hospital for about 3 weeks, and yeah, it was just I was coughing very weirdly, and I did not feel well. I started throwing up a bit, but then on the way home, something very weird happened. On the way home, I was sitting in the back with my grandma, and then they realized that because my mum in the hospital was was making me drink water, so I would maybe feel better. Then, when we were going back home, it turned out that all the water did was when I drank the water, it made all the water stuck. Everything was blocked. It didn't have anywhere to come out. I couldn't throw up. So on the way back home, it finally had no more space, so it had to go out. So when I threw up, it went out of my nose, out of my ears. It was just terrible. But that's basically it. So bye.